Hey, good morning. Today I'm going to be doing a sanitizing cycle on an Ice-O-Matic ice machine. I'm up here every month to do just a quick sanitizing cycle to make the 6-month maintenance a little easier, plus keep the machine nice and clean and healthy for the senior citizens that live at this care facility. So let's get inside and get it done. So here's my Ice-O-Matic. First step, take off this front panel. I'm gonna remove just enough ice so I can cover it with the plastic bag so that I don't get any of my ice machine sanitizer in the ice that's gonna be consumed. Although it's food safe sanitizer, it doesn't taste the greatest. So we have some ice formed on this evaporator, if you can see down in there. We wanna clear that off before we run our sanitizer cycle. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. It'll go into harvest. After ice falls from the evaporator, the machine should automatically shut off. So the ice didn't really fall off the way I wanted it to. It wasn't formed enough to fall off in a sheet. So now I just have to get this stuff melted off with just some hot water and a pump sprayer. Don't ever use anything to like chip the ice off the evaporator because you'll damage it. Let it melt naturally or use hot water is really the only two options. So my ice is removed to a good enough level to where I can put this plastic bag on here, catch everything that comes from up here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and clean this in the sink just because I don't know if you can tell, but there's some pink stuff there, as well as this piece has some stuff along the edge. Since I'm not doing a full disassembly, full cleaning, I'm just running the sanitizer, I'm gonna clean a couple of these components anyways because they just grow stuff so fast. Let me clean these off in the sink and then I'll come back and run the sanitizer cycle. So this was supposed to just be a quick run sanitizer and get out of here. It's almost looking like I need to do a full maintenance. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray sanitizer everywhere, kind of use it to scrub, and then I'm gonna rinse these just general areas and see what comes of it. I'm gonna double check my paperwork, see how close they are to their next maintenance. All right, took my pieces to the sink, cleaned them, sanitized them, put them back together, put this machine back together now, and then we're gonna run our sanitizer cycle. This can sometimes be a pain. So to run your sanitizer cycle, you're gonna press this button that looks like a hand holding a rag. That's gonna start flashing. What's gonna happen is the machine's gonna dump water. I think it takes about 45 seconds. When it's done dumping the water, it's gonna fill back up with water, and then it's gonna start circulating the water. It's gonna circulate for 10 to 15 minutes, and then go through a series of fill flushes. So it's already filling with water. I can hear the water going through the water filter. That's actually interesting because it looks like low water pressure going through that filter. Anyways, we're gonna use ice machine sanitizer. I've already measured it out, just over 1 ounce. Anything more than that, you're just gonna start foaming really bad. I might start foaming anyways, but take the sanitizer between the evaporator and the water curtain or splash shield, whatever Ice-O-Matic calls it, and then just let it do its thing. It's gonna take about 25 to 30 minutes, so be prepared. So now we're in our wash cycle. The water's just circulating through the system, through all these hoses. We're also gonna take our spray bottle full of sanitizer, sanitize all of our surfaces, all the way down inside. We don't want anything to grow on this, and spraying this sanitizer and letting it dry creates some sort of film that inhibits slime growth. While that's washing, we should also clean the inside of our storage bin door as well as the ice deflector because this has a tendency to grow stuff right along this edge. Just gonna use a scrub pad, scrub it, and I'm gonna rinse it off. Then I'm gonna spray everything down here with sanitizer. We're all scrubbed and rinsed. I'm gonna spray everything with sanitizer, try to get up inside of here because you want every surface to be covered. And if some of this sanitizer gets down around your bag, it's not the end of the world. It's food safe sanitizer. Avoid it if you can, but if some of it gets on your ice, it's not the end of the world. Everyone's gonna be fine, including the geriatrics and the elderly and the infirm. They're all gonna be fine. Don't forget about the inside of your front panel. That has a tendency to grow stuff. And like I was saying earlier about this stuff foaming up, I might still overflow, but so you can see, it's like putting dish soap in a dishwasher instead of using the little pods that they give you, or putting dish soap in a washing machine. You put too much of the sanitizer in there, it'll foam up like no one's business and just start gushing over the edge. So about an ounce and a half is all you need. So we're doing our fill flush. Try to keep track of how many times it's filling and flushing. This is the second time that it's filled up and flushed, and now it's refilling. So I'll keep track of keep track of it and let you know. All right, not gonna lie, I lost count of how many cycles it was. I'm gonna guess and say it was maybe 7, but I could be wrong. When your power light, the red light, is red and your yellow light is no longer flashing, that means your clean cycle is done. You're gonna hit the power button once. You're still gonna be in the off, but it just tells it that you're acknowledging that the clean cycle is done. And then single press the power button and you're gonna go into solid blue, which just means it's in ice making mode. Now that you're in ice making mode, you can do one of two things. You can put the panel on and walk away, or you can stay, watch the cycle, make sure everything is running well. But as long as you did everything right, it should be good. It should just start making ice. You didn't adjust anything. I'm gonna remove my plastic sheet, and when this drops ice, I'm just gonna hit the road and be confident that it's done and everything is complete, at least for this call. We just cycled into harvest. It was about a 12-minute freeze time. We're gonna let this thing drop ice, make sure the ice pattern looks good, make sure the bridge thickness looks good, and then we'll throw the front panel on and secure that, and then wipe everything down and be on our way. There we go, dropped ice. Let me go ahead and grab a piece without touching anything else. That looks really good. Obviously, I'm not gonna throw it back in there. Don't forget to take your stainless steel cleaner. We're gonna just spray all our surfaces, make this thing look nice and pretty. All you do is spray it and give it a nice wipe. Makes everything nice and shiny. Makes it look like you did a really good job. So that's that. That's a monthly ice machine sanitizing. That particular machine was obviously an Ice-O-Matic, the CIM or Elevation series, I think it's what it's technically called. I linked the ice machine sanitizer and the stainless steel cleaner in the description below. Go ahead and click on that and get yourself some sanitizer. It's easiest place to get is from Amazon. There's some parts distributors and whatnot, or the manufacturer you can get it from, but Amazon is it's too easy. And there's nothing else. That's really all that's to it. Obviously your 6-month service is going to be a little bit more in depth, but monthly sanitizing saves you a lot of heartache. If you wait 6 months between cleaning, it's a lot harder. And if you get inspected by the health department, they could end up failing you, and you don't want that. That's why I'm here every month, because they don't want issues with the health department. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one.